Hey guys, it's Brad again from Bradford Knives, and today we're going to talk a little bit about MagnaCut, why we chose it, why we like it, maybe some of the difficulties with MagnaCut, but primarily what it means for you as an end user. So MagnaCut about 2 years ago in the history here in 2021 or 2020 kind of started hitting the scene, kind of really took our industry by storm. It was the first steel that was actually engineered and created just for our knife industry by Dr. Larrin Thomas. He's a great guy, likes to talk about his steel that he created, really friendly at the shows and such. So we were excited to jump on board. As the more MagnaCut got out there and being used, it was pretty clear that the feedback was exceptional. It was awesome. So we debuted MagnaCut. We found that there are some difficulties in manufacturing with MagnaCut, being that we're more of a production style knife company. We're not making these knives one at a time, hand grinding these knives. These knives are made in a production environment. The MagnetCut steel itself can be a little bit unpredictable, but the number one thing that you must know is that MagnaCut acts very, very tough in our process, which can pose some process difficulties rather for manufacturing, but in the terms of user, this is an exceptional steel. We've been really happy with it. We've been offering MagnaCut for a couple years now, really kind of since it started on the scene until today. Here we are in 2023, 2024. If you're thinking about a MagnaCut knife, you must know that there are some things that we do a little differently with our MagnaCut. Specifically around the heat treat, we're keeping our MagnaCut right around 61, 62 Rockwell. A couple of reasons for this, but number one, the most obvious, is our heat treat spec in relation to some of our coatings and post-processing, and even some of our equipment internally in production. Higher than 63, 64 Rockwell, you are really having diminishing returns is what we're finding. Also on the user side of it, we want to create a blade that you're able to sharpen yourself with pretty standard tools. So MagnaCut, we're finding it's super, super tough at 61, 62 Rockwell. It's holding a great edge. It's having some great corrosion resistance at 61, 62 Rockwell. If you take it up any higher, we're seeing diminishing returns. That's why we really like it at that 61, 62. But we're offering it in some of our select knives, really as application specific. So I'm thinking about the bigger knives, some of the more outdoor knives, the Guardian 4.5, the 5.5, the 4.2. These all make exceptional applications for MagnaCut, where you're going to be in hard use environments, where it's going to have some impact, things like that. And then we get into the smaller, the EDC knives. We like MagnaCut in the smaller knives. Still, I think M390 is probably one of the most exceptional steels I've seen for a subcompact everyday carry knife. The MagnaCut is an awesome option if you're going to be in more of an impact zone, higher, if you need that edge strength. And you're really depending on that and the toughness that MagnaCut's going to offer. I think that that's going to suit you really well. But they're all great, steels for the application. That's always the way we do things here at Bradford Knives. Is we're really kind of trying to think about your application specific, and then we can match the right steel to it. I mean, trust me when I say it. When I carry a knife every day for many, many years, different steels, I can pretty much tell you exactly how that steel is going to respond to the application that I'm using it for. So in my applications of working in a warehouse and working in a machine shop environment, cutting open boxes, just more like everyday carry, like warehouse tasks, I love M390 and I love MagnaCut. MagnaCut does tend to be a little on the tougher side. So if you're going to be more of a harder use, great. If it's just going to be, primarily Amazon packages and letters, M390 is great as well. But enjoy the MagnaCut. We're loving it. As long as you guys are loving it, we're going to keep making it. And it seems to be pretty popular in the industry. And so we're definitely on board with that. So thank you, Dr. Larrin, for introducing that to us. And if you have any other questions about MagnaCut, I do encourage you to give us a call or drop us an email. We'd love to talk to you more about MagnaCut and really understand your application and how what steel might be best suited for that. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.